Hello everyone, this is Sam here from ListingPro team. We will be going over a brief demo of ListingPro at a very high level. Today will help you decide if ListingPro is the right fit for your idea, the startup or directory website that you're trying to create or planning to create for yourself or for your client. So the goal is to give you all the right tools to make that decision by the end of this session. I'm the product manager for ListingPro. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is on the screen. We also have a very active Facebook group that I highly recommend you to join. You can join and see what other people are building, and you can even ask questions and so on. We have over 3,000 members and it's growing. Let me ask you a quick question. What's common in these brands or the names or the companies that you see on the screen? Take a moment and think. So let me tell you, all these websites are directory websites, all the way from Yelp to Google My Places. Google has its own directory called My Places, My Businesses, sorry. So there are a variety of directory websites that are quite popular in the industry and big brand names that you might come across, but you don't really think that these are just like, directory websites. You usually think about them as a enterprise or a corporation or as a startup, uh, you know. So, but at its core, they are simply a directory website. They might have an app as well with them, but at the core, what they do is they help people find different businesses or different restaurants or different doctors or all sort of different um, listings from different categories or business listings from different categories. Okay, let's keep moving. What about these? Do you see anything that's common in them? Airbnb, it's a marketplace for hosts and guests. Hosts to list their apartment or homes. Zillow is where people list their properties to sell their properties. Um, and there are all sort of websites you can see on the screen. Meetup for events, Capterra for software, ZocDoc again for medical. Um, Thumbtack is for small, I guess, for freelancers and gig workers to post their sort of business and get more leads. Grubhub is a food ordering service. OLX is more of a classified like Craigslist. Uh, as you can see in the Craigslist name itself, it says list. So what's common in them, if you haven't already noticed, that these are all at its core a listing website. Might not per se be a directory website, but a listing website with different purpose, different target audience, and different functions. But again, at its core, these are all listing websites. So the point I'm trying to get to is a lot of the software companies or the startups out there, or now these companies, a lot of these companies are worth millions of dollars. These are all at its core. When they started, they were, of course, they were simply a directory or listing websites. Now people don't really look at them like that. So just keep that in mind. So just a quick surprise, actually, we are planning to release EventPro. It's a add-on for ListingPro, an extension to ListingPro. It works only with ListingPro theme. It's going to be an add-on to create event organizing site like Meetup or even Eventbrite, where either there's more information coming up. Look out for webinar and videos about EventPro. So yeah, just stay. We'll have something posted soon. By end of this month, we should be launching this add-on if anyone's interested. Sorry about that. Okay, so we also have another add-on which is available on our store. listingprowp.com/plugin. It's MedicalPro. MedicalPro is another add-on for ListingPro for healthcare directory. It's if someone were to build a website like ZocDoc or WebMD or Practo, these are healthcare directories. Normally, it will cost you a fortune because these come with very specialized features and appointment booking and commission um, uh, per booking, an option to make commission per booking, and with the digital wallet and all those sort of advanced features. This is now available with the purchase of MedicalPro for ListingPro. Okay, let's keep moving. So what kind of demos available within ListingPro? When you purchase ListingPro, you get 3 demos, 3 skins, pre-built directory demos that can be installed with one click during the setup wizard. What you see on the screen is classic, places, and restaurant. These are just demos, but they can be used for any purpose. It doesn't mean Restaurant Pro needs to be only used for a restaurant website. It's just something we created for people to get an idea, but they can use it for any category or industry. So that's pretty much what styles are included. Obviously, there are additional styles, newer styles that were added in the later releases that are all also there that might not be obvious in these demos. So just when you explore our demo, you can see those different designs. Okay, so we just about a few months ago, we launched a few new skins or niche demos, and these are add-ons available on our store. There are free and paid add-ons, so definitely check them out. Yeah, actually, I have them open here, so I wanted to just take a quick look at it. So this is Pets Pro for pet finder directories, but you can definitely use for anything really. This is for Black Pro for Black-owned businesses, and then we have Lawyers Pro. These premium, some of these premium demos have really advanced or newer elements for page builder that are not available in the free versions or the default theme. So definitely want to check out these nice looking demos. Again, you can use it for any website if you like the design. Just doesn't have to be really those specific demos. All right, who are our customers? We are honored to have some prestigious or celebrity customers that you can see on the screen. And there are a few known brands like Yellow Pages, and there is Disability Chamber of Commerce for USA, United States. They are using, and a few other different great examples. But let me just take you through a quick tour of these websites without taking too much time. This is Pre-Lifestyle. This is German Pulse Connect. Very nice design. People have done some amazing work. I mean, they have used their own creativity. They use their own page builder skills using Elementor and WP Bakery. So they support those builders out of the box, and they customize it to make something very unique, outstanding. So definitely check out these demos here. Local Purse is another startup doing great stuff. Kindred Medicine. This is a really nice one. I really like this design. Waget is also another startup. They have done a lot of customization. Just want to add that we do offer customization service. If you wanted to go above and beyond what we already include, or something that our add-ons can cannot do in the out of box, because of course, even though we have hundreds or even thousands of features combined, there might be some specific custom idea that you might have for your startup that might not fit or might not be available exactly the way you want. So you can always opt for our customization service and get a free code anytime. ListingProWP.com/custom will take you to where it was from. and we'll get back to you. So just a quick example, like one of the unique feature they customized was this when option here. And of course, their design is also unique. There is this another downtown container park based out of Las Vegas. Pretty good stuff here. They have a custom menu, I believe. And this is a blog post that if you wanted to look at more great inspirations, go to our blog, ListingPro/blog, and check out all the available options. We're gonna hopefully add more of these, and hopefully you enjoy. So let's keep moving forward. I have done some research on why you should build a directory website for your client or for your own business or for your idea. The simple truth is that Google takes precedence over any other kind of website. Takes for directories, it takes gives higher priority to directories. And here's few examples I have done, and you can do this long tail keyword test yourself. For example, I have searched best dentist in San Francisco, and I was given 14 organic results, out of which one was a blog, two were just regular business website, landing page, or specific one individual business. But out of 14, 9 were directory listing websites or directory listing links. So out of those 9, 4 or about 4 or 3 to 4 links belong to Google's directory, which is my business. Google has its own directory, so obviously it gives priority to their listings above everybody else. So but that's also directory listing. Then you will find Yelp has about 2 listings of 2 businesses for that particular long tail keyword that show up on organic page, first page. And then there are 5 different local or niche or nationwide dentist directories that might be not as big as Yelp, but very focused. They could be local to that area or state or city. So definitely you can see here the pink in the text in the big color is for directory website. And similarly, I did for best lawyers, very similar results, few numbers on and off, sort of, but very similar results, I would say. Again, you can do this yourself, I'm pretty sure these number will be relatively similar for any category, any industry you take. There might be certain industries like hosting companies or software companies, their result might vary a little bit, but let's just go ahead and check this example here. Best therapist in Sacramento. Okay, all right, like best therapist in Sacramento. All right, I can do this in incognito, doesn't matter browsing, but I'll get similar results. So you can see again 3 results from Google directory, my businesses. First results is from Psychology Today, which is the nation's biggest therapist directory. And then there's again Psychology Today. There's Yelp again, 2 Yelp again directory. So directory again directory. Good Therapy, again another directory website. Online Therapy, again directory. I believe this is also a directory. And then you'll notice one of the result is SacWellness. So let's go to SacWellness. SacWellness is a therapist directory created using ListingPro. So the point I'm trying to make is directory website gets way much priority than any other kind of website. I'm not trying to say that ListingPro will, as soon as you create a directory website with ListingPro, your keyword phrases will throw your website all the way to the first page of Google. No, that's not true. You will have to still do a lot of hard work, create a blog, optimize the site, add content, add unique content, add business listings, invite other businesses to update their listing, and all that great work you have to do. But this will be a long lasting result when you're trying to optimize one single business website versus a directory website. Directory website will definitely give you the best fruit, as you may say. And the other benefit of having a directory website is to monetize. Um, invite people from different categories, and to allow people to submit their businesses on your directory. And then you can also promote your business on top of those organic results. So there are multiple ways you can benefit from directory website. So let's keep moving here. So that's what I wanted to quickly show. Okay, so when we are talking about a directory website, there are three primary, I would say different types of users or personas that you will come across as a directory owner, which is one is the admin, the business owner, the visitors. Just to simplify things, I have given a name to each of this persona: Adam, Bob, and Victoria. So just keep in mind, I might refer them during our session as Adam as the admin, Bob as the business owner, Victoria as the visitor. All right, let's keep moving. All right, so let's take a quick break here. And if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and go ahead, ask it.
Hi, Sam. I have a question. I wanted to know what the current event management feature offers.
Okay.
If you mind.
No, that's a good question. Actually, that's a great question. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we are planning to release EventPro, but we also have event management feature already built into ListingPro that comes for free. There is actually it's quite advanced feature, but of course it has its own limitation. So let me just give you a quick demo here. So if if you go to our demo.listingprowp.com, you will see on the home page we have few events listed. So I'm just going to click on one of them, and you can see here. Sorry, let me try another one. Oh, better this one. Okay. Yeah, you can see that this is a listing with an image, the date for the event, and it's linked to a particular listing. This event is linked to a particular listing, so we can actually go to that listing as well and see what's going on. Okay, so actually the element is not enabled here, so it's not showing up, but normally it will show up here in the sidebar or in the main content area. So anyways, we'll have to just enable that. You can see people who have signed up. It will show up people who are going to the event, and the back end of the admin of the event organizer. They can see who are attending. They can export I think they can actually not export. They can send a message directly from their dashboard to all the attendees about whether it's joining link or any changes to the event and so on. So we do have the option to showcase the events on the home page or on the listing of the organizer or the business. There could be a business who is like a coffee shop who's organizing a coffee day or something like that, so they can post it on their business and all that. But the limitation comes when we are talking about searching for events or having like a group for an event where they can when users can actually subscribe to that group and even filter. There's no proper filter or search for events in the default version, whereas the EventPro will have its own. You could pretty much build a meetup.com almost like that. 90% of what meetup.com does, pretty much I would say 75 or 90%, that would be possible with EventPro. Hope that answers your question. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. All right. One of the most important feature of a directory website is listing submission. Basically, data entry point, or the business listing entry point. So obviously, users in WordPress can, in any, I mean, most of the directory themes out there, you can submit a listing from backend as an admin. But how about the business listing owner when they have to submit it from front end? So FES is front end form, a front end submission form. Basically, that's what FES stands for, front end submission form. ListingPro has its built-in version. We have our own FES form, and normally other directory themes, they use what you call, they use a third-party plugin to do that task, or they'll so they'll use different, I believe, job manager or some other sort of non-directory add-ons or things that were never meant to be for directory website, but they kind of sort of create a hack around it and they kind of use it. But ListingPro, as it's an end-to-end directory solution, we have that already built in, and we'll definitely we'll have a chance to take a quick look at. I'm just going to go over a really quick few points here. So we designed to convert. What it really means is the form that we have designed, we have done a lot of testing and conversion rate optimization techniques were used when we were building this form. When we were designing this form, we wanted to make this process as simpler as possible for the business listing owner to come on your directory website and submit this form with minimum roadblocks, and only try to capture the information that is required. We also have what you call, even if you are not logged in, you can have what you call express option, where users can just simply come in and click on add listing, and they will be offered the option to select a pricing plan, and then they will be redirected directly to the listing submission form. So without even signing up. And the benefit of that is we realize that a lot of time when you ask to log in, there is a lot of users tend to drop. So instead of that, we gave them the option to submit and preview their listing before they actually pay for the listing, or even if it's free. The other option is that when they fill out the option, we'll give them option towards the end to log in or create a new account by simply entering their email address, and they don't even have to enter a password. It will be simply sent to their email. So this way, it's super simple, super easy. So they will feel like they have invested time in filling out this form. So they will feel more obligated to continue to preview the listing, to submit the listing. And whether it's a freemium model where you just have people submit the listing for free and then upgrade that later on, absolutely, users can do that. They can upgrade to a premium plan and unlock a lot of the premium features from their dashboard. So that's also possible. The other great feature about our listing submission form is autofill. Autofill is a Google powered or Google API powered feature. We also call it Philobot. Right here, you'll get to witness it here on one of our users' website. This is one of our users. I'm going to select one of his plan. You can see here this feature right here on the top. This need to be enabled with Google API. It's just we have Google API used for map and few other features, but the same one can be used here for Philobot or autofill. So once you turn that on, this turns blue, and let me type in Pizza Hut, and based on where I'm located, it will suggest me the nearest Pizza Hut. And then once I enter that, it will populate not just the name, address, city, phone number, and the website if available. And then these are some additional options, obviously, that user will have to select. You can select multiple categories at a time, single category, multiple category. You can, right now he hasn't enabled, but you can also have what you call multiple locations. So you can select all the features These are features and additional details or custom fields. We're going to talk about custom fields in a bit. So you can see all these different custom fields users can create. The idea is to basically offer a very high conversion rate optimized submission form, which we did. And there is also what you would call is the FES form builder, which allows you as the admin to customize the entire UI, or sorry, the entire flow of the form, rearrange the entire flow, and add different fields, and drag and drop and move around different fields. But you can drag and drop and create a custom listing submission form. And then we have what you call the advanced custom fields. This is actually a very advanced, a powerful features. I would say almost all the other directories, all our competitors use third-party advanced custom fields plugin like ACF. There are a few others available out there. This is a built-in feature with ListingPro. You don't need to purchase anything. This is part of ListingPro, and might not be very obvious at first, but let me just give you a quick glimpse here. If you go to our advanced submit form builder, there you go. This is our advanced custom form builder. You can drag and drop any title, tag, address. You can move around the entire section here. Category section, you don't like it up there, and you can add new custom fields. There's various different types of fields that you can choose from. You can associate them with category or without category, and you can make them available in the filter and whatnot. So this is a very advanced features that might take its own. I could probably organize a webinar on that individual feature and show people what other directories are doing out there, or other products or competitors doing. Our operational hour is a very advanced feature. Again, it allows people to submit multiple time slots. I mean, if it's multiple, what you call 2 time slots, like you can see evening and morning shifts. If some businesses have a morning and evening shift, they can do that. It's 24-hour open and whatnot. There are other more smart and dynamic features that might not be very obvious. You can read our documentation or talk to our support team to get some more clarification. This listing submission form can be controlled by pricing plan. So a lot of the features that you see in our listing submission form, they can be limited based on the pricing plan that user selects. And as an admin, you have that control. We'll get to take a look at it a little bit later when we talk about the pricing plan section. So let's keep moving. Actually, yeah, we did the Q&A earlier, so I'm going to skip the Q&A part. Next, finding the right listing. So the goal of any directory or listing website is actually to be able to find the right listing for that person, right? So not just random listing, something that the user can benefit from. So that's the goal. And the way a directory website does is using mainly 3 different components: the search, the filter, and the sorting function. And ListingPro offer all that built in, and there's a lot more to it. So the search, there are a few important features when it comes to ListingPro search. Is broken down into primarily 2 different options: what and where. So by default, you cannot have like 3 different options in the search. So in the search, we have, after doing a lot of research, looking at everything out there, we wanted to keep things simple and also handle things in a smarter and better way. So what we did was a lot of the older directories used to have sort of the category option, separate category option, and then there was what you call the keyword option, and then location. So our what field actually has keywords, categories, and listing title. And there are a few combinations also. When somebody searches for a keyword, it will suggest not just keyword, it will suggest categories, and categories with tags. And then also suggest listing. Let's just actually take a quick look at this because that will make more sense. I just typed in SU, so it's just suggested what you call sushi bar. That's a tag or a keyword under tag. I haven't even typed in, it's a live search. So then sushi in Japanese as a category, Japanese is a category, restaurant is a category. Then there are listings, all these different listing titles. So it's also searching through titles. So that said, you can also not only the keywords, it's just not simple keywords. You can actually decide whether you want the search to behave in a way where it only picks up exact keyword or broader keyword. For example, if you pick exact, then if you type in car, then it will only pick up a keyword that has car. And whereas if you have it, if you select broad, then I think it will pick up a keyword that has carpenter in it with keyword that is inside another longer keyword like carpenter also has car. So things like that. There's more to it. So I don't want to take too much time here, but definitely check that out. Where is the basically the location? So you can add all the location manually, or you can use the Google API to search for any location. So let's just do a quick search here. So here I'm going to type in New York. I'm just typing New York, and you can see all the suggested options available, the city, state, and US. I'm going to type in San Jose, California. So this is using Google API to actually showcase this. So that's something very cool. And then of course there is this target button. The target icon, what it does is it uses either your IP address based on how you set up or your GPS location from your browser. So once you click it, well, so it just picked up my location using the IP address, I believe, but GPS is obviously more accurate. You can use zip code to search. You can have your directory restricted based on a country. You can make it global or just based on a specific country using a short code for that country. There is a simple setting. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, there's, we can get into more details, but let's keep it very high level here. Filter. So let's see. So we have typed in sushi here, and then let's see if I search. There's no results found. Let me try something else here. Maybe search. Okay. There you go. So you have so many different options. You can filter by category. I can. This is one of the layout. You can pick a different layout. This is the sidebar layout. This is the top layout. Reset. Let me just reset. Yeah. So this is the top layout. And then you can of course use these additional or custom fields. These are custom fields. And I believe these are custom fields. And there's obviously the sort by. We'll look at it in a bit. And you have obviously the near me option, and near me will allow you to basically, let me see. Okay, my browser is blocked. I don't know if I can do that, but it will help me narrow down to it's allowing me right now, but you can select the radius distance and you can narrow down based on the distance of your location. And you have other options like open now, price group, categories. You can have subcategories. And like I said, categories will be associated to, let's say, let me see if I can actually show you here a better option. It's another style. So we get to take a look at that as well. So I'm gonna, okay, here you go. More filters. You can have different features. We'll come back to that. Yep. So these are, I believe these are all features. And then in certain cases, there the custom fields will also show us. So these are features actually, but there are also options to show the custom fields. that we talked about earlier. That could be any type of custom field. It could be a text box, it could be a on and off switch, and so on. So now the ascending, the sort option is you can set all the listing by default as ascending or descending, and then you can sort by title, by date, most viewed, most reviewed, highest rated, claimed listings. Claimed is another feature. There's a free and paid claim option. Well, we might be able to talk about it a little later, and then so on. So let me take a quick pause and ask if there are any questions.
Can I customize each category location differently? Or location differently, like pages?
One more time, customize the location page.
Yeah, and category page.
Customize the location page and category page. That's a good question. Can I? No, actually, there is, I would say, very limited option to customize a category page. And if you mean like if you go here, there are locations that are shown on the home page. So I'm going to just go to, let's say, Los Angeles. So this is actually a location archive page. Um, so can you customize? You can absolutely customize the design. So, like, there's so many different options available for designs. Like, that's one way how the archive page looks. I mean, general, not just location, any archive page for that, you can change it to make it look like that. But I believe you're talking about customize, maybe adding specific text somewhere for that particular location. That is something I believe not possible, but if you check with the support team, they might be able to guide you, or if not, they'll send you to customization team. They might be able to help you over there, but you can't just start dropping stuff on the location, because these are dynamic pages.
Can they change the banner like?
Yes, so the banner on the top that you see actually picks up from the location banner image that you set. So yes, that is something you can definitely set. When you create a location, it will ask you for a banner image, and that's how you provide that. So every location will have its own banner. That's it. Yeah, good point. All right, let's continue. Okay, so review and rating. Review and rating is a built-in feature, another core directory feature. This helps obviously users to gain trust about a particular listing and see what people feel about that particular listing. So that's a very crucial feature. So we have emoji-based rating. Actually, that sort of add some emotions to individual rating, and we can take a quick look at that. Okay, so there's color code. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can see here how individual rating behaves. That's what emoji-based rating is. And then we also have multi-criteria rating. Users can have not just a single rating, as you see here. They can have multiple ratings, as you can see here, or here rather, based on different criterias. So in addition to just having up to 4 or 5 criteria rating in the default theme options, you can enable criteria rating form builder. We have not form builder, criteria rating builder. You can activate that and have as many as rating you want, and then you can also have category based rating. That means a restaurant category can have its own set of criteria, whereas a car wash or automobile industry will have its own set of criteria. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, here. So you can see, like, we have few examples here. Hotel has their own set of criteria, and then you can choose to add and edit. Actually, you can have a global criteria or a specific criteria. So, and then you can add, let's say, American, and then you can add ABC criteria. I don't know, I'm just going to make something the BCD, or I can just copy from here, right? Delete actually that. Taste, blah, blah, blah. Cleanliness, that's one category. Then I can go again and choose another category, add another category, and then so each individual category have their own criteria rating. So let's keep moving. Then you can flag ratings, and in the dashboard, user dashboard, they'll get a alert to review and evaluating, which is between, I guess, 1 to 3 ratings. So let's keep moving. Pricing plan, obviously. A great option to monetize. There are several different features we offer as part of pricing plan, several designs. There is a recurring subscription option for recurring payments. There is monthly and annual payments pricing plan that you can create. You can create category-based pricing plan. You can offer coupons. You can allow people to upgrade from or downgrade from different plans. You can have different pricing plan as you see here, different features. You can create your own custom pricing plan page. You can change different design. This is just one of our design for our pricing plan. You can have a more sort of a simpler version. This is available here. You can see more simpler version for the pricing plan. So there's definitely tons of option. There's also like pricing plan for listings, pricing plan for claimed paid claim. That's a whole different feature, another way to monetize. Actually, yeah. So yeah, we talked about pricing plan. Then there's ad campaign. Ad campaign is a feature where you can promote a listing. Let's take a quick demo here. If we have enough time, we'll come to that. Ad campaigns and create a new ad campaign. So any listing that you just got, your listing got approved, you just submit a listing, it got approved, and it's been some time now. You're getting decent leads and stuff on the directory. Organically, you're getting some leads, but you want to promote listing, so your listing gets bumped up all the way on the top of the organic result. And something like you can see here in the example, these are ads, these are promoted listings. You can see the ad banner. And the way you can do is, I mean, the ad business user, Bob, in this case, Bob, we are talking about Bob, who is the business listing owner. He can select his listing. He can select the campaign days. He wants to do it 30 days. He can select where his ad should show up. Should it show up only on homepage, on top of the search, in sidebar? He will also, he can even see in the preview where his ads will show up. So that's a really nice feature. And then you can select the payment gateway and just process the payment right from here, from the dashboard. Very cool. And of course, the ads are targeted ads. It will show up in specific category. It will rotate to give an even exposure to different listings. And there is option for paid pay-per-click, pay, and so on. Then there's paid claim. If there is a listing already on the website, somebody comes and they want to claim their listing for whatever reason, you can give them free option to claim or paid option to claim their listing. That's another way to monetize. There's Google Ads, and then there's of course Google Ads is where you can just get paid for banners and clicks. We already have that integration. The ads will show up in different parts of the directory, but you can obviously manually add additional locations. Sponsored hero is actually a simple feature that allows you to monetize in addition to these pricing plan and ad campaigns. It's basically what it does is, here's a better example, image courtesy of locksmith key. So you can use that background image as a prime real estate to earn extra few bucks, get paid It's more of an offline payment. You have to directly get a sponsor for it and get paid, but that's a good option basically to monetize. That said, one thing I want to add here is the great thing about a ListingPro is you don't need a WooCommerce to do all these payment transactions. Uh, we have our own checkout system designed for directory. WooCommerce is more of an e-commerce system, very heavy, very powerful, great system, but to build e-commerce website, it was not designed to create directory website. I would say all our competitors, they integrated with WooCommerce, like they integrated for everything with other third-party plugins. ListingPro has everything built in, including the checkout system with the payment integration for PayPal, Stripe, to checkout, and manual processing payment option. And in addition, we have all the other major international payment gateways from Molly, Paystack, PayFast, Razorpay, and ePay, and so and a few others. So check those out on our store, ListingProWP/plugins, and some are free, some are paid, but there's hardly any country in the world that you cannot use ListingPro to monetize. Pretty much everything is covered. We talked about pricing plan already. We talked about ad campaigns. It's again it's self-service, promote listing, pay per clicks, pay per day, no admin intervention needed, random distribution, and all that. Okay, what about earning commission per booking? Like I mentioned earlier about MedicalPro. MedicalPro is more of a healthcare directory add-on for ListingPro. There are some customers who are trying to use the MedicalPro for their own website, whether it's a coaching website or other sort of ideas, but primarily we want MedicalPro for medical healthcare directory. That's our focus, but there are some possibilities to sort of make some changes and use it for different industries as well, because it has a digital wallet, and you can have appointment booking, schedule personal, in person, or virtual consultation. I mean, it will give an option to link with Zoom or Google Meet or any of those online conferencing tools. There's obviously a lot of great features. You can watch a video on MedicalPro on YouTube, or you can go to our blog. There's a blog post about MedicalPro, so there's definitely good stuff. Yeah. Okay, lead and inbox. So custom lead forms. Yeah, so this is a great feature. Basically, what it helps the visitor. If you remember the persona Victoria, I believe it was Victoria, the visitor. If she likes a business profile, a business listing, and she want to connect to the business owner, Bob, in this case, she can use the lead form, and she can submit the lead form, and that will go to the inbox. And let's take a quick look at that. Here's the inbox. So let's imagine Victoria just sent me a message. So, hi, and Bob is going to reply, hi, how can I help? There you go. So that said, yeah, so that's a lead form. But the cool thing about lead form is you can create your custom lead form. If you see any of these listing will have, I believe, a lead form right there. Name, email, phone number, message. That's a basic boring lead form, right? But the cool thing is I can, as an admin, go here in the backend and build a different lead form, a more advanced lead form. Sorry about that. There's some visual problem here, but I can drag and create a new. Just move this. Text, email, phone number, date picker. I want to add date picker. Pick a date, pick a date, make it required. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it, and now I'm going to go back. I'm going to refresh, and now I have a date picker option available. but as a business owner, as I'm Bob, I don't like this form. I want to create my own form. Business as a directory admin, you can permit the business owners to create their own form. So this, what happens is an option in the dashboard for business owners. In our case, it's what you call Bob. He will have option now to create his own custom lead form. So there's a global lead form that an admin can create versus a new specific lead form for that individual business owner. All I need is, I don't want date, I just need time. Pick a time. Bob doesn't want date, you want just time. Pick a time slot or time, and make that required. I'm going to save it. I'm going to actually, I have to select the listing so to see what listings I have. SAU, save. I have to associate that with the form. I'm going to go to that specific listing. Now I have time. So that's something that is available for admin to decide and give that kind of control to individual business owners. So if there's 1,000 business owners on your website, 1,000 business owners can have their own what you call form, custom form. Users create their own forms. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we looked at. And then we talked about internal messaging system or the inbox. That's great too. We have some other features that you must know about is menu management feature, which is sort of an inventory management feature, or it could be menu, inventory, services. Actually, I would like to take a quick look at that. This is a dispensary for CBD, I believe. So they created a menu here. And let's take a look at this one. This could be a menu for anything. It's just not just for restaurant, and then you can link each item to an external or internal link. It could be external shop created with WooCommerce or Shopify, and then you can do that. Or let me actually second. I believe I have it here saved up somewhere. Menu. Okay, there's actually an article on this topic. You should check it out if you are interested. How you can use our menu management feature with lead form. So this is very advanced feature. You can create different types like dinner or lunch, and then you can have different groups like starters, appetizer, main course, and so on, and then items. So it's a very advanced feature. I'm trying. Yeah, so this is an example of a menu for a restaurant. You can list all the cool stuff. You can even add like a spicy icon, spicy rating for individual artists. And then if it was a car wash, you can have a car wash inventory or services sort of. And here the one we just looked at. So definitely something to check it out. Then we have appointment booking and calendar. So that's another cool feature that is built in ListingPro, the free and simple appointment booking feature that ListingPro offers. Let's see if I can really quick pull that for you here. So just close that, and then maybe, yeah, there you go. So let me just refresh. So here is our simple and free appointment booking system. People can click on that and then select a slot, fill out an email. and they can have John, and then they can have submit this appointment request, and then the what you call uh, the so this was a submission from Victoria. Let's say she's the visitor, and then the Bob, the business owner or the doctor or whoever can go to appointments and approve the request or cancel the request and switch to the once they have like multiple let's say appointments, they can approve it and they can sort of view it in the calendar view. Sorry, I have like multiple screens here, so that's why kind of messing up the uh, screen. So you can see here, they can view different appointments and whatnot. Okay, so that said, we have also events option. Events is a feature where users can add new events, and like we seen earlier on the homepage, we added they can go to the backend, the the business owner. They can add all the events that are coming up. They can view the attendees, clicking on that, and there's no attendees, upcoming event, and select start, end date, attach images, enter location, select the organizer, which will be a listing and so on. So that's a free version. And then of course the coupons and deals, I think we have seen that here on one of the listings, the coupons and deals a feature. Yep, right there. That's a deal. So basically the one with the counter becomes a deal. The one without counter is just a coupon. So people can click on copy the coupon. Coupon is not showing up for some reason. We'll have to check that. But yeah, they can show that coupon features. And of course, there is features talked about claim feature. Let's go on the home page here for this thing. So claim feature, let's see. Yeah, so users can fill out these form to submit request to claim. The admin can approve it. Once the admin approves, the listing will get a claim badge. So it's more for trust, building trust. And let's see if I can show you a better example here. Sold by, it's not showing up. Maybe here. Yeah, right there. So let's go back. So claim feature. Yeah, once the listing is verified and claimed, that will show up. It will show up here in the search. It will show up on the home page with every listing claimed, claimed, claimed. So yeah, that said, let's keep moving. Let's take a quick look at the admin dashboard. Let's try to do that and we can wrap up then maybe almost. So here's is a dashboard admin actually. Have a better view here. There you go. This is a dashboard admin for Adam. Adam is the directory owner. So he gets that view where he can see how many users he has, and how many listings he has, and how many listings are active, how many ads are running, how many views and reviews and leads have been generated on the website. Sort of what's a bird eye view of what's going on with the directory business, and this will help him grow. And there are any pending tasks like new listing to be approved, new claim request, flag review, flag listing, payment activities, and so on. And then of course different taxonomies that are that has been added to the directory. They can see what's going on. And then of course then there is the dashboard for Bob, the business owner. So he can see what's going on here, and basically monthly view. And you can switch between monthly view and annual view, what's going on, how many visitors for individual day. And then the alerts on the right, how many bad ratings are there, so they can click and reply, respond to those ratings. Let's see here, and then how many leads and how many reviews and so on. Another cool sort of not so obvious feature is this activity. So you can actually mouse over on these individual users and see what's going on. So that's pretty much, yeah, on this one. Let's take a look at what else do we have here. Yeah, what's required to set up ListingPro? You need a hosting, and you need a WordPress installed on your website. Yeah, basically, and then there's one more option is to go directly with WordPress.com, where they provide the hosting and WordPress. And some people like to do that. It might be a little expensive, but there's convenience. So you decide. But other than that, you don't need really much. Like we talked about this. Okay. I guess we are towards the end. Before that, I would say I think we missed the Q&A session. So um, I'll just open the floor for any additional questions, and then we can pretty much wrap up.
I have another question.
Sure.
So if I install the license, on one domain and I don't want it anymore for some reason, can I remove it and use it on another one?
Okay, so let me just repeat. So if you were to purchase and install the theme on a domain, and then you want to move it to a totally separate domain, you can do it. But by default, you will have option. The license permits you to install on a test site on the same subdomain or on a separate domain as a test site, and one for production. So technically you have two instances you can have parallelly um, installed on two different, one for test, one for production. But if you decide to move it from one production to another production, or one test to another test, you can turn off, make sure in the license section, you turn off the what you call the license where you have previously activated. Okay, I wanted to actually glance through some of our premium add-ons available for ListingPro users. So we talked about MedicalPro. Android is a mobile app for ListingPro that we recently launched. There are a few different free and paid demos that we talked about. There are payment gateways. Mercado Pago is for South America, Molly for Europe, eBay for Asia and Oceania, PayU for India, PayFast for South Africa, Razorpay for India again, Paystack for Africa. And then we have Email Blaster Pro. It's a bulk mass email sender. It gives option to filter various paid and claimed and not claimed user, pending and expired listings, and gives you option to save the templates and send bulk email. And there are some variable short codes that you can insert in the email that will also make it easier for users to send to users. And there are of course free add-ons like Schema for ListingPro, Minify for ListingPro. There is an extension for people who want to use third-party booking plugin bookings system like TimeKit and Reserva. Other than that, I would say I am going to wrap up. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.